Hi everyone. Welcome to iVerification Academy. Learning or mobile learning is learning across multiple contexts, through social and content interactions, using personal electronic devices. A form of distance education, learners use mobile device educational technology at their convenient time. Driving under the influence in South Africa. What does the law stipulate? The National Road Traffic Act, Act 93 of 1996 as amended. Section 65, driving while under the influence of intoxicating liquor or drug having a narcotic effect, or with an excessive amount of alcohol in blood or breath. No person shall on a public road drive a vehicle, or occupy the driver's seat of a motor vehicle the engine of which is running, while under the influence of intoxicating liquor or a drug having a narcotic effect. What is the viewpoint of the Ombudsman? You are probably aware that if you crash your vehicle while driving under the influence of alcohol or other drugs, your insurance company has the right to reject your claim, leaving you liable not only for the damage to your vehicle but also for any other damage caused by the accident. The Ombudsman for Short-Term Insurance pointed out in a media release, is that your insurer does not have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you were driving under the influence for it to repudiate your claim. It simply has to come to that conclusion on a balance of probabilities. Note the exclusions in terms of an insurance policy. If you drive or use the vehicle in any of the following circumstances. While you drive the vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or you drive the vehicle when your blood alcohol level is over the legal limit. While any other person drives the vehicle with your permission, and to your knowledge is under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or their blood alcohol level is over the legal limit. The state is required to demonstrate beyond a reasonable doubt that a driver was indeed driving in such a state. In civil cases, however, such as a claim under an insurance policy, the insurer need only show that the insured was, on a balance of probabilities, thus 51%, driving under the influence. Two types of evidence. Direct evidence, blood report indicating you are over the legal limit. In South Africa, the legal limit is a breath alcohol content of 0.24 mg per 1,000 milliliters, or a blood alcohol limit of 0.05 grams per 100 milliliters. Circumstantial evidence. It is evidence that is presented in a civil or criminal trial suggesting that a fact is true but may not prove it directly. The prosecutor and the defense team can both present circumstantial evidence during a trial. Many criminal trials lack any direct evidence, so circumstantial evidence alone may be used to convict or exonerate an individual. The onus of proof, burden of proof, lies with the insurer. Examples of circumstantial evidence on which insurers often rely. On statements by police or emergency service personnel at the scene of the accident. What did they observe? Erratic driving, strong smell of alcohol, empty liquor bottles in the vehicle, state of impairment, demeanor, physical symptoms of intoxication, difficulty to speak, the explanation given by the driver, unsteady on feet, tripping. Doctors or nurses who attended to a driver who was admitted to hospital, red eyes, odor or smell of alcohol. Eyewitnesses who were able to observe the driver's demeanor. Witnesses who can account for the driver's whereabouts before the collision and who can attest to whether he or she consumed alcohol, cell phone towers. Video footage from restaurants or bars. Previous driving under the influence convictions or outstanding cases. It is imperative to note that the Ombudsman will support our rejection if amongst others we have the following witnesses. Paramedics who attended to the scene of the accident. Members of the South African police who attended to the scene of the accident. Traffic cops. Doctors. Medically trained personnel, nurses. Medical report/statement, like ETH or ethanol in reports. SAP statements indicating the demeanor of the insured/incident driver at the scene of the accident. Paramedic statements indicating the demeanor of the insured/incident driver at the scene of the accident/hospital. Doctor/medically trained personnel statement indicating the demeanor of the insured/incident driver at the hospital. Independent bystanders at the scene of the accident. Third party. Towing trucks personnel. Outcome of his lesson: students need to know the following. What the law stipulates. Viewpoint of the Ombudsman. Types of evidence. The evidence that an investigator needs to gather in order to successfully reject a driving under the influence claim.